Welcome to the JAMODI podcast. We are all surrounded by amazing coaches and leaders. So let's get an inside look at not just what they do, but how they do what they do. After all, becoming the best versions of ourselves is JAMODI, just a matter of doing it. I have to ask, after the career that you've had, and I think we have discussed a few things that you learned along the way, some adjustments that you made with your coaching, and even more with the relationships that you have with your players. What would you do differently if you could start over again?
Yeah. And I wrote down a couple things there because some of these I started doing differently, and then some I messed up, and then some I did them pretty well. But these are things when I have people that are young coaches that call me and ask me, hey, what do you think? And here's some things. These are simple things, but these are really good. Number one is have a mentor or have somebody you can talk with. Maybe somebody on the staff and maybe somebody that you can call, but have a mentor where you're just not, I don't think it's good just to do it by yourself.
Yeah.
I think it's good to have these conversations like we're having where it really gives me strength when I visit and talk to other people and know that they're kind of got some of the same problems I got. So collaborate and have a mentor or mentors, however you want to do that. I think, especially young coaches, go watch other teams practice. To me, that's a big key in winning is, what can I do things in practice that'll make us better? What are some thoughts that I may change what we're doing? And then, like for me, our lifeline was the junior high program. So I was highly involved in the junior high program. So, in public schools, it's not like you're getting move-ins every year. You got to go with what you got.
Yeah.
And so, but if you develop those kids, you got seventh grade, eighth grade, ninth grade, you got some time there to develop those kids and form that personal relationship with those kids and learn their strengths and weaknesses. So when it's time for them to come up, you already, it's not a guessing game. You already know what all that is. And so spend time but really start your fundamentals and skill development with those junior high kids. I've talked about keeping it simple. Hey, as a high school coach or junior high coach, just be a part of the faculty. Don't isolate yourself and just put yourself over in a corner and, hey, we're really good. And, I want you to tell me about it. Hey, what you're really good or should be is humility. And you should be a servant leader and be a part of that faculty in a way that they want to support you because of how you respect the rest of them. So, hey, the things about putting your high school principal in the team picture, whatever you think about that. I did that some. I didn't do that every year. But you definitely want to have support group that'll help you if you need help in different ways. And so I've been blessed just to have so many friends along the way and so many people. Like I was never afraid. And this is what a lot of my other coaches tell me, and I would do that. I'm guilty of this, but I don't care if it's a junior high coach. I would go visit with people and I would find out different ways to do things. So I'm looking for a better way of doing things. So I'm a lifetime learner and I'm always trying to, get something, some little nugget, like you talked about, some little thing there that'll help me with my, whatever I need help with. And so don't ever isolate yourself. Just learn as much as you can, but be who you are. You don't want to be like me, and I don't need to be, so be who you are, but learn from these other people. And I may run your offense, but I may coach it a little bit differently, or I may have my own little thing. And that's okay. That's what don't be a fake. Just give them who you are and love those kids, and you can do some great things.
So that's a good list right there.
Well, one thing as and part of your culture too is you got a coaching staff, you got players, and it's kind of like you want it to become like a family, kind of in certain ways. I mean, and there's going to be some times that you don't agree with what your own kids are doing.
Yeah.
Or, I mean, it's not that you can't have some discussions there, but you're going to go to battle with your family and try to help them and vice versa. And if you can get them out of nowadays I don't know. I just see a little bit of the selfish thing. It's all about you and not about what the team does. And I know you have to see it as being you want those kids to get better. That's what you're pushing them to do, but do it in a way that it helps the team. It's not just about them getting a scholarship I mean, that's great. We hope you get a scholarship, but you're on this high school team and enjoy the heck out of that for these years. And you're going to be rewarded. College coaches are going to find out about you. And so you don't have to score 30 every game. You just have to, I think they respect you if you know how to win. And we had a kid on our team this last year that during the summer, the college coach heard our kid talking. She was communicating to the other players. That got that college coach's attention. So how about that? So
yeah,
that she didn't say anything about her shooting ability or her speed. I mean, it was
great communicators are rare. Yeah.
I mean, so
They're
there's
valuable
things that you can do that can really make you valuable with your teammates. So players need to be great teammates. If they can be great teammates, everybody is going to like that situation. That's going to make you a better team. And they need to buy into their role that coach has them doing. And I think it's okay for coaches to have those meetings with those players. And that role can change, but you had something about player meetings in there. We always had a player meeting at the end of the season. Then we had the one at the end of the school year and what you need to get better on during the summer. But then we had a lot of just individual 1-minute player meetings during the year where we're on the gym floor and, hey, Susie, come here just for a second. And here's what I think you can do a better job at, or here's what your strength is. And so you can do that in 1 minute right there on the court. If I ever took them in my office, I always had another coach with me, and that would be we did a player questionnaire, Matt, each year. We tried to find out things about the kids, like what's your biggest fear, or who's your hero, or if nobody knew this thing about you, what is it you'd like us to know about you, and things like that, where you can actually have a nice discussion and get to know the kids a little bit better. But hey, sometimes we don't have the time to meet in our office with other coaches. So those little 60-second meetings, those are just as important, and you can do them throughout the year. And every practice I tried, even when I had 30 kids out there in practice, I tried to call everybody's name out during practice. So they knew that hey, Doreen, hey, Bunnatime. Remember, that was Elvin Hayes' sister's name, Bunnatime. Hey, whatever your name is, I'm going to call your name out during practice. And so I want you to know that I'm thinking about you and you're important to what we're doing. And so I try to do that and then 60-second meetings before or after practice are huge.
Yeah. Coach, I just forgot that I was on a call with you. I felt like I was at a TABC clinic and just hearing, and I like the kind of the random nature that I think our talk had. It just went different directions, but I mean, just the time to have with you like this we're not done yet, but it's just incredible.
Oh yeah. I enjoyed it a lot. I love talking basketball, and I don't know a way to solve a lot of the world's problems, but man, hoops, I can help people solve problems.
Yeah.
Or create some too, probably.
Thank you for checking out today's episode. Please take a moment to subscribe to this podcast, share it with your fellow coaches, and find us on social media for what's coming up next on the JAMODI podcast. It's just a matter of doing it.